thunderous roar of 80,000 fans erupting as the siren blares, sealing the Broncos' epic grand final triumph. But in that electric chaos, one superstar's defiant move with his tiny sidekick sends shockwaves through the league, leaving legends whispering, was this heart or hubris? Hold on tight, because what Reece Walsh did next could redefine fatherhood in footy forever. If you're hooked on NRL drama that hits harder than a Payne-Haas tackle, smash that like button right now and subscribe to Aussie NRL updates for the rawest breakdowns. Your daily dose of Aussie Rugby League fire, delivered straight no chaser. Boom, you're locked in. Let's charge into the frenzy. Picture this, October 5th, 2025, Accor Stadium pulsing like a living beast under the Sydney night sky, the air thick with sweat, dreams, and the ghosts of grand finals past. The Broncos, ridden off by pundits as underdogs clawing from the pack, stare down the Melbourne Storm in a clash that feels scripted by the gods of grit. Reece Walsh, the electric fullback with lightning in his veins and a chip on his shoulder from seasons of heartbreak, explodes into legend status. He slices through the blue wall like a hot knife through butter, his try-saving tackles crunching bones, his bombs pinning the Storm deep in their own end. By full time, the scoreboard screams Broncos victory, 28-20, and Walsh clutches the Clive Churchill medal, his hands trembling not from fatigue, but from the weight of a city's redemption. Teammates hoist him skyward, Ben Hunt bellowing freak over the din, while the premiership rings gleam like forbidden treasure on the podium. But as the ceremony unfolds, tradition dictates solitude. Each warrior ascends alone, trading a footy for that eternal band from wide-eyed juniors. The crowd hushes, hearts swelling for these pint-sized heroes stealing the spotlight. Walsh's name echoes next. He pauses, glances back at the sea of family faces, and in a heartbeat that freezes time, he scoops up his daughter Layla, all of 3 years old, her tiny hand swallowed in his massive paw. Gasps ripple through the press box. Wait, is he really doing this? A staffer darts forward, whispering urgently, arm outstretched to halt the breach, but Walsh's eyes burn with unyielding resolve. He strides forward anyway, Layla's giggles slicing the tension like sunshine through storm clouds. What unfolds on that stage will leave you questioning every rule in the book, and trust me, the backlash brewing could shatter more than just protocol. Up the stairs they climb, father and daughter defying the invisible line that separates player from personal. The young cucumber cult boy clutching the ring like it's the key to Narnia, his eyes wide as saucers at the approaching giant. Walsh kneels to Layla's level, the world fading to just them, her chubby fingers brushing the gleaming premiership symbol, a moment so pure it punches you in the gut. He accepts the ring with a nod to the boy, whose grin falters for a split second under the unexpected spotlight steal, then hands over the footy with a wink that says, "Kid, you're the real MVP here." Layla waves at the sea of strangers turned family, her uninhibited joy a stark contrast to the league's rigid choreography, and just as the announcer clears his throat for the next name, Josiah Karapani, the security swarm gently ushers her off, Walsh's gaze lingering like he's etching the scene into his soul. Cut to the locker room aftermath. Champagne sprays like victory rain, but whispers snake through the throng. Harry Grant, Storm skipper, claps back in the media scrum with a sly "oh hang on," hinting at favoritism for the golden boy, while Broncos diehards flood socials with heart emojis and hashtags like Dad of the Year. Yet, buried in the euphoria, a shadow looms. Did this tender rebellion rob that junior of his unfiltered glory, the one memory he'll chase through lifetimes of muddy fields? Pundits pile on, eyebrows arched sky high, debating if Walsh's superstar aura bent the rules or if it's high time the NRL thawed its icy traditions. And here's the gut punch twist. Turns out, this wasn't impulse. Whispers from the Broncos camp reveal coach Michael Maguire's own family ritual sparked it all, photos of Layla plastered in the sheds like talismans of triumph. But as the confetti settles, one burning question hangs. Will this spark a family-first revolution, or ignite a firestorm of envy in the ranks? Strap in, because the real storm's just brewing. This is Aussie NRL Updates, where we unpack the plays that pulse through the nation's veins. Hit subscribe if you crave more unfiltered NRL truth bombs, because next up, we are diving deeper into how one dad's bold stand might just rewrite the premiership playbook. Fast forward to the victory lap's underbelly, where the glow of glory meets the grind of scrutiny. Walsh, still buzzing from his medal haul heroics, feels the frenzy in post-match huddles, his voice cracking with raw elation. "Oh my God, what a bloody ride, Broncos Nation, you're the best, our game has never been stronger, I bloody love you, the only ones who believed was us." But peel back the triumph, and you uncover layers of lore that add rocket fuel to this eyebrow raiser. Flashback to preseason shadows. Maguire, the iron-fisted tactician, unveils a wall of inspiration in the Broncos' war room. Snaps of Walsh cradling Layla amid training toils, right beside his own clan portraits, a silent vow that family fuels the fire. This wasn't whimsy. It was woven into the Winds' DNA. Layla's beaming face a beacon during doubt-drenched drills, turning Walsh's ferocity from fierce to familial fortress. Teammates nod in hushed awe, one veteran leaking that her giggles echoed louder than any locker room pep talk, propelling the pack past playoff pitfalls. Surprise surges again. Social scrolls explode with fan footage, Layla's fearless wave going viral, racking millions of views, but laced with thorns. Trolls decry the optics, claiming it diluted the kids' thunder, while child psych experts chime in, praising the legacy plant over protocol police. Grant's jab lands like a sly shoulder charge, but Walsh? He shrugs it off in a quiet aside, eyes misty. For her, I'd climb Everest in steel caps. The league brass stays mum, but ripples reach juniors nationwide, petitions bubbling for family-inclusive ceremonies. Yet, cliffhanger alert. As Walsh eyes dynasty dreams, a leaked memo hints at internal heat. Did his stage share sideline squad harmony, or seed something sacred? The verdict's out, but one thing's crystal. In footy's family tree, roots run deeper than rings. Zoom out to the horizon, where this pint-sized podium plot twist collides with NRL's evolving ethos, a seismic shift from solo glory to shared sagas that could crown eras or crack foundations. Walsh's wizardry wasn't just stats, 2 try assists, 18 tackle busts, a defensive masterclass that mauled the Storm's machine, but the man behind the myth, a 23-year-old dad juggling diapers and decimating defenses, now etched eternal with Layla's imprint. Reactions ricochet. Footy forums fracture into factions, purists preaching preserve the pageantry for the pups, while progressives parade it as progress, a nod to modern warriors balancing boots and bedtime stories. Maguire, the mastermind, doubles down in debriefs, his stunning act of wall of wonder with Layla's picks credited as the emotional epoxy binding the Broncos' breakout. Surprise detonates. Buried footage surfaces of Walsh midgame, spotting her in the stands, channeling that paternal power into a 40-metre sprint that sealed the second-half surge. Fans flood with parallels. Alan Langer's lore of lifting littles post-98, but none dared the day's defiance. As the premiership parade prep ramps, whispers warn of copycat chaos. Will Ezra Mam mirror with his mini-me next finals? Or does the establishment erect barriers, finding flair for family? Retention rocket. Tune in tomorrow as we track if Walsh's wink to the world warps the trophy tradition, or if it's the spark igniting inclusive icons across the code. This bold break not only raised brows but resurrected debates on what victory truly valorizes. Trophies clutched solo, or souls intertwined. Walsh walks taller, Layla's laughter his loudest laurel, but the league's lens lingers, probing if this heartstorm heralds harmony or havoc. And there you have it, the unscripted saga of Reece Walsh's ringside revelation, a father's fury-fueled fable that flipped the final script and forever fused footy with feels. From siren-shattered silence to stage-side serenity, it's proof that in the Colosseum of collision, the purest plays pulse from the heart's halftime huddle. If this tale tackled your timeline and left you leaning in for more, drop a comment, team tradition or total game changer. Like, share, and subscribe to Aussie NRL updates, your front row seat to ever.